Alright, the results are in, and it's time for us to deliver the winners of the weekend long stream. But I have to let you know, there are quite a bit of ties this year. So we're gonna have a few tiebreakers. But before we get to the tiebreakers, allow me to reveal the winners of the polls that have no ties. I will also reveal what the ties are today. The tiebreakers will happen tomorrow. And yes, when I say that tiebreakers will happen tomorrow, I mean all of them. All the tiebreakers will happen tomorrow. With that said, for Sega Master System, the grand winner, the nominees are Alex Kidd and the Lost Stars and Wonder Boy in Monsterland. And the grand winner for this year's Sega Master System playthrough on the weekend long stream is... That is a long thing to say, I have to shorten this. Alex Kidd, The Lost Stars. Moving on to Sega Genesis, the nominees are Knuckles in Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Madden NFL 94, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Sonic 3D Blast, and Risk. And the winner for Sega Genesis during the weekend long stream is going to be Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Now, as you know, for the Sega 32X, the poll was the same choices as last year, and it was mostly due to all the problems I got. Well, let me tell you one thing. It was a carnage, but it was not a cosmic carnage, because you unanimously voted for Virtual Racing Deluxe. I'll be honest, I nearly forgot about the Sega Saturn. There was no vote for it because, well, I only own one game left that has not yet been played in the past. And that game, as I've mentioned before, is... Assuming I can take it out of its box, Earthworm Jim 2! No, I did not forget the Sega CD, as I have mentioned before. I actually do not own any other game than Sonic CD on Sega CD, and since I played it last year, well, I'm sorry, but this game gets to be skipped. This console, this add-on console, gets to be skipped. Which means we are moving on to the Sega Dreamcast. The nominees for Sega Dreamcast are Crazy Taxi and Resident Evil Code Veronica. And the winner for Sega Dreamcast on the weekend live stream is going to be Crazy Taxi. Moving on to Super Nintendo. The nominees are... Actually, there are no nominees, because as you can see, I'm only holding one game in my hand, which means you destroyed that poll with a unanimous vote. And you destroyed it with Donkey Kong Country 3, Dixie Kong's Double Trouble. Next up, well, I already told you this, so you already know this, but I'm just going to let you know again. For Nintendo 64, oh Jesus Christ, this is gonna suck. It's already super bad on the actual console. I can't imagine how bad it's gonna be on actual emulation. Nintendo 64, the one and only remaining game that I own, is Superman 64. Let's move on to the Nintendo Game Boy vote. Something more positive. So, for Nintendo Game Boy, the nominees are Donkey Kong Land 2 and DuckTales 2. And the winner is... Yeah, how about that? We're both winners. It's a tie, which means we're gonna have a tiebreaker. Next up is going to be the Nintendo GameCube. The nominees are Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2, Paper Mario, the Thousand-Year Door, Shadow the Hedgehog, Sonic Adventure DX, and Sonic Riders. And the winner is... Oh, well, sorry folks, the real thing I should be saying is, and the winners are Paper Mario, the Thousand-Year Door, and Shadow the Hedgehog. You've guessed it, it's once again a tie. So, no winner for GameCube just yet. Moving on to the Game Boy Advance. Actually, I might play the Game Boy Advance before the GameCube, or I will play the GameCube before the Game Boy and the Game Boy Advance. I know I said the polls were done in the order that I was planning to play, but I need to do this in a convenient order. And well, to play the Game Boy games, I'm usually gonna be using the Game Boy Player on Nintendo GameCube, which means I need to keep the Game Boy Player CD in the GameCube to play the Game Boy Player. So it would be inconvenient to have to put it in, put it out, put it back in. So yeah, I'm probably gonna play both Game Boy games back to back instead of doing one Game Boy, one normal Game Boy, then GameCube, then back to the other Game Boy. Yeah, that would be inconvenient. Either way, for Nintendo Game Boy Advance, the nominees are Dragon Ball Advance Adventure, Sonic Battle, Sonic Genesis, and Powerpuff Girls Him and Sig. Well, actually, basically all the options. And the winner is Dragon Ball Advance Adventure. We now move on to the PlayStation 2. The nominees are Dragon Ball Z Infinite World, Kingdom Hearts, Jak and Daxter, and Spider-Man 3. And the grand winner for this year's stream is Dragon Ball Z Infinite World. Next up is the Wii. The nominees for Nintendo Wii are Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Winter Games, Sonic and the Black Knight, and Super Mario Galaxy 2. And the winner is... Remember when I said there was going to be a lot of ties? Well, here's yet another tie between Mario and Sonic at the Winter Olympic Games and Sonic at the Black Knight. And now for the Wii U. The results, the nominees are Lego Dimensions and Super Smash Bros. Wii U. And the winner is... No, the winners are... We both won. Which means we need to break the tie. Okay, well, with all those ties, let's move on to the Nintendo DS. The nominees are Mega Man Zero Collection and Sonic Rush. And the winner is... You know this face, right? You know what it means. It's yet another tie. Break the tie! Alright then, for Nintendo 3DS, the nominees are Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon and Super Smash Bros. 3DS. And the winner is... Yeah, that's right. It's another tie between those two. We have yet another tiebreaker required here. So, it is time to move on to the Mini NES. Obviously, for obvious reasons, I cannot show the physical copy of those games.
since, well, there's no physical copy that I own. So, the nominees for the Mini NES are Final Fantasy, and Super Mario Bros. 3. And the winner is... Do you know why I'm not stopping? Yeah, you guessed it. It's another freaking tie. Moving on to the Mini PS1. What? Hello? Excuse me? What? 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 Why is... What? Why is it shutting itself off? Well, just so you know, it was going to be a tie between Final Fantasy VII and Metal Gear Solid. But this might be a major problem. Oh, okay. What the hell? What? The hell is wrong with this shit? So the light is going on and off. I'd like to make a declaration. The Mini PS1 is shit.
Well, this is gonna be a new problem. I mean, look, I show. Oh shit. I'll show you. You see the light? Now it's gone. Now it's back. Push the button. Now it's gone. It's reversed now. Now it's green. Now it's gone. Now it's back. If I hold the button, it doesn't work either. Stays green a little longer, but still doesn't work. If I push it twice, still doesn't work. Literally nothing works. This console is shit. I literally unpacked it 2 days ago. Anyway, for PlayStation 4, the nominees are Kingdom Hearts 1.2 and 1.5 and 2.5 HD Remix, and Uncharted 4, A Thief's End. And the grand winner is... oh thank goodness, it is not a tie this time. Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 and 2.5 Remix. And finally, the final console, the final vote. The nominees are Luigi's Mansion 3, Sonic Mania Plus, and The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And the winner is The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Well, those are the current winners. Expect a few tiebreakers within the next day. If I can get if I can compose myself, because discovering that my mini PlayStation 1 is already broken really pissed me off. This causes a problem because we have one less console in the fray now. If I can't fix it, I have a feeling that I won't. So, well, I guess I could just play it on emulation. I want to avoid it so bad. I mean, yes, I'm doing it for the first part with all the retro games because of all the retro consoles going to shit. But come on, this thing is supposed to be new. What is wrong with you, Sony? Why did you build a console that is so shit? I'm just gonna end the video now.